Julio Rodriguez. Is he cooked?
I still love it that you're hip and you're with it.
Shut up.
I've never been on the Julio Rodriguez bandwagon. I get it. I get why people were jumping all over him. He had an incredible rookie year.
And he had a good second year, too, if you look at the numbers. I mean,
yeah, but it was a lot of second half, right? Remember that? It was a lot of second half. And he's got numbers. It's there. But
let me just throw some numbers at you because I believe that he's in trouble. OPS plus his first year, 147. Following year, 130. Then it went to 116.
Wait,
and this year
OPS plus, okay,
110.
I thought you were going OPS, and I'm like, I think we're off.
OPS plus keeps going down. Then you have his strikeouts, 145, 175. Went down a little bit last year, 156. Batting average. I know people don't care about batting average. I do. 284 to 275 to 273 to 202. On base percentage, 345 to 333, 325 to 318. And you cannot say that the park is affecting him because he's been in that park the whole time. What the hell is going on with Julio?
Yeah, and here's the thing, too, is like, so we'll look at 2023. 22 is his like rookie year, right?
Yeah. Oh,
2022 away, he had 283, 285 at home. 2023 he hit 284 on the road, 266 at home. 24 he had 302 on the road, 242 at home. And then you're going to this year, he's hitting 213 on the road, 191 at home. Something is definitely affecting him. I mean, he has double the amount of strikeouts.
He's pressing. I mean, that's the first thing
I would say. He's pressing without a doubt. He's trying too much. I mean, OPS is almost the same, like 17-point difference. Slugging is 20-point difference. He's pressing without a doubt. I do have to say this from a career standpoint so far. It's just funny because sometimes there's different standards. Like a guy hitting 270 with 30, good, not great. Back in the 2000s, like that would have been good. Like really good, but people talk to him like he's like top 5. That's where I had problems with. People were literally projecting him. Major MLB Network Radio was projecting him as like number 1 player in baseball and stuff like this. I'm like, I never saw that level. I needed to see more growth out of him, and we're just not seeing it. I don't think he's cooked by any means, and I do think there are ballpark factors there and the things that get in your head there. I do know this: when I was there. And I got to interview him in 23 in spring training. They were protecting him so much. They were protecting him from interviewing. You had to sign up for it through the media guy, and they were only letting a couple people in. They were trying to not let even big time people interview him because they just protect him. I felt like there was they immediately put him on this pedestal that he's different from everybody else. They'd sign him to that long-term deal. Awesome, great deal. I don't think he's cooked, but I do think there needs to be something there. Something needs to wake up.
Okay, maybe he's not cooked, but he's not a superstar.
He's not playing like it, and he's playing like a very good baseball player.
Yeah, good baseball
player. Not a
superstar. He's not the centerpiece of an organization. He's a good player, and he would be the number 3, best player on some teams. I mean, he wouldn't be, top
Yankees
2 on the Yankees.
Number 3.
He wouldn't be hitter. No, meaning he would be the 3rd best hitter on some teams.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay. But for this idea that he's a superstar, I'll tell you, man, I took him out of the great baseball card display case. His rookie cards have been bumped. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking at it and I'm like, Julio, I don't know if you're that guy. So something's got to give it. Do you think, going back to what we were talking about, do you think that the Mariners would ever trade him?
Here you go. Do I think no? Center fielders in Major League Baseball right now, who's a better center fielder in baseball than him?
Oh, I would have to get a list of center fielders.
I'll give you a list of my top 10 in no particular order. Brendan Doyle. This is before the season. JJ Bleday. Again, I'm just giving you a list. Cody Bellinger, Trout, Julio, Jackson Merrill, Michael Harris Jr., O'Neal Cruz, Jung-Hoo Lee, Byron Buxton. That's like top. That was my top 10. Not that was it, and I purposely was mixing up the order.
Okay, talent-wise, Byron Buxton's amazing, but he's not healthy, so I've never liked him there. But you tell me, hey, you're going to get 160 games of either one. I'm taking Buxton all day long.
Of that list?
No. I'm comparing Buxton to Julio. Who else did you have? We can go by
Jackson Merrill.
I'd take
Michael Harris Jr., O'Neal Cruz, Trout.
Okay, so I think O'Neal Cruz is probably the best comp for him.
Yep.
But would I take Trout? Absolutely. Would I take Jackson Merrill? Although he's only been in the league for 1 year, I believe in Jackson Merrill. I just don't know if I believe in Julio as a star anymore.
I just think the list gets really short. And honest to God, Julio Rodriguez and Jackson Merrill, there's a pretty large gap after them.
Yeah.
Like a Michael Harris Jr. has had times, or Michael Harris II. Oh my God. It's like O'Neal Cruz, though, like they need to see big time growth. Like O'Neal Cruz is nowhere near Julio Rodriguez consistency, even when he's been struggling.
Right.
I mean, Trout's a shell of himself. Bellinger is so hit and miss. Mm-hmm. Boudet, okay. Boudet.
Yeah, I can take Boudet.
I want to see him get better, though. Lee needs to continue to get better. Buxton is maybe the best player on that list. If he's on the list, if he's on the field. Yeah. Brent Doyle, legit. Like if he keeps improving, but like it's Marlon Rodriguez and a gap, and that's my problem though. Like in Major League Baseball right now, we have a center fielder problem.
Yes,
and that's where Julio Rodriguez just put on this pedestal, because legitimately it's him and a rookie.
All I'll say is Seattle made it out like Julio Rodriguez was the next Griffey. He ain't Junior. That's for damn sure.
No, but I get it when a guy pops on the scene hitting 284 with 30 home runs and stuff like that in Seattle with a lineup that sucked. I get it. But it's like, all right, cool. Like next year.
And from what I've heard, Julio's a really good kid. I haven't heard a bad thing about him.
Absolutely, and
I know Junior absolutely loves
pressing too hard. I am not sitting there, and if he jogs out a hard hit ball to the fence, having to suspend him, like he doesn't have that quote unquote like thing douchiness. Like no, he's a great guy. He's a great player, and he was wonderful to me. I do think they protected him maybe a little too much and put him on a pedestal where instead of just letting him be a guy and let him be another ball player. And at the same time, we need growth, dude. And then just don't press. Just be yourself. You're fine. He's gonna be fine. I think he's gonna be just fine.
Okay, so Mariners fans, don't kill me. Okay, I'm not saying that he's not a good player.
Get him.
Carla, I love you.
Carla,
don't yell at me. Okay, I'm not saying that he's not a good player. I just don't think he's the superstar that you guys all thought he was. Cal Raleigh, on the other hand, might be the superstar that we didn't see coming because that kid's good.
That boy good.